So, Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with brother Abdullah. Abdullah, and you are from Trinidad.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question, and as we just talked a little bit ago about the verse in the Holy Quran which reads, "أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما محمد إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل." Now, according to the lexicon, the Arabic lexicon, "Khalat" means died. This is in LISAN al-Arab. So could you just give me your thoughts, and does that include Isa alayhi salam, because it says Khalat min qabl al-rusul, prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away. So does that include Isa? If yes, then how Isa will come back again? If no, if you could just give us some explanation.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum to you. First of all, you mentioned that according to the lexicon of Arabic language.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure you're aware because you're an Arab. Quran is not an Arabic language. Allah never described in the Quran Lughat al-Arabiya. He called it Lisan al-Arabi. And Lisan al-Arabi has a meaning that tells you it's a divine language. So the divine language of the Quran is very different to Lisan al-Arabi, which is very different to Lughat al-Arabiya. Now, human language evolve and it change and it adapts. Where the style of the Quran is very unique. Even some of the Arabs in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they used to say, what he is speaking, a stranger, a non-Arab is teaching him. Why? Because the style is different. So if you're trying to understand a verse of the Quran by using some Arabic modern dictionary, you can be lost. You can be misled. Now, first of all, I don't know as much as you do, but as far as I am concerned, Allah sent Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to teach us the Quran. Right. So if there's a verse, I need to learn that Quran from Muhammad. And Muhammad and his community as the Sahaba, they established that Quran perfectly, better than any generation can understand it. So if you're looking at the word Khalat, right? First of all, who is Allah talking about? Allah is speaking to the kuffar. Allah is telling those kuffar that Muhammad is nothing like a messenger, because they have an expectation of a superman. They wanted angelic, they wanted miracles at their call. So Allah is saying he is just a human being like many other human beings of the past. So now if you take a word out of the Quran and you fit that word into your ideology, that's what you have done. That's perfectly right. But the words of the Quran, the concepts are there, and they're explained by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So for example, the word for death, or someone has died, there are multiple Arabic words for it. Multiple. Some means a person is in a state not responding like that, like if someone is sleeping. So someone will knock or call and say, Hassan, Hassan, and his mother will say, he's dead, he's a dead man, meaning to say he's sleeping. We might be doing something, he's not responding. So let's say he's playing a game and his mother is calling, he's not responding. He is so focused on that, he's a dead man, he's not responding to human logic. And when somebody is stupid, very, very stupid, the Arabs in their poetry used to describe that person as a dead person.
Yeah, because they have similarity with a dead person because they don't respond. Like sometimes in the Holy Quran, call them deaf. They are not deaf, but because they are not making sense of what they are.
Yeah, they are deaf. Yeah.
So they have something in common with the deaf, which is irresponsive.
Right. So what that and exactly now. So for example, a normal human being and an animal, we are trained to recognize danger. And when Allah is telling you danger is ahead of you and you're not paying attention, you're a dead human being, you're deaf. So Allah, the Quran is warning you of the hellfire.
Or blind. If you can see it in front of you, although you have vision, but you don't realize.
You don't see the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
What?
So blind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Like Abu Jahl, for example.
Great. So he saw
the Holy Prophet himself, but still he did not believe in him. Why? Because of arrogance, and that was kind of spiritually blind. He was
right.
blind.
So we're looking at this verse now, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying to the people that there were many messengers before you, and they were humans like you.
Yeah.
They ate food, they slept, they like you.
Yes.
And they were before you. They were-
Including Hadrat Isa.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't specific.
No,
but
it's general.
no, it's very general, right?
It is
So there's a
general.
difference between general and specific.
Yeah, but general,
No.
this is a general rule, applies to all prophets, including
Now the question is,
Isa.
Yes. If we look at the three Arabic words, let's look at three Arabic words
Yes, please.
and see what we come out with them. So Khalat,
Khalat, yes.
yeah, that's one word,
Yes.
meaning to say the person is no longer here with us.
Yeah.
Right, that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Secondly, the Arabic word might,
Mayyit, yes.
yeah, might,
Yes.
a person is dead.
Yeah.
It's physically dead. Its body is dead. Or another word that they use, tawaffa, meaning to say he's like sleeping.
Not tawaffa, tuwaffi, because
Tuwaffi, yeah.
Allah
Yeah.
the one who does the tawaffi.
Afa, yeah.
Okay? Allahu yatawaffa al-anfus. Okay?
Now,
Yes.
so that person is in a state as if he's sleeping.
Yes.
Right.
But
So,
if you wake him up, will he wake up?
well, if you let me finish my point.
I mean, just
No, but you
very
open,
quick
you
one.
open,
Yes.
you had the opening, and you said what you had to say,
Okay, sure.
and you give me an opportunity to respond.
go ahead.
Right. So I listened to what you were saying, but what I'm trying to say to you,
Yes.
in a whole, is that
We
there are
have these
multiple.
three words, and you mentioned that when someone is sleeping. Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah. So we have three different words,
Yes.
and they use in different contexts. And the teacher of the Quran is not an Arabic language book. It's not Google. It's the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will teach us. That's his job. Is to teach us. Wa yu'allimuhumul kitab. And he sent to teach us the book. And wal hikmah. Right. So the point is, for all Muslims, they have to know is that our source of understanding have to come from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and not an Arabic language book, as you were trying to mention.
Can I just say something quickly here?
Yeah, go on.
Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, "Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyyan la'allakum ta'qilun," meaning we descended this book in Arabic so that you can use your brain, aql, right? So all of us, we know that all human beings, when they come to this life, and at some point they have to depart, right? So if Isa came to this life, okay, he must have departed by now after 2000 years. There's no way he's still alive. Now he departed either by dying naturally, he was killed. Of course, we are not saying he was killed or he was crucified, but we are saying the options. But as I said to you, in the word Khalat, it indicates that all prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all of them passed away and died. So I'm just saying, let me just finish with the brother here. Just 1 second, please. No, because I want to give him the chance. Yeah, just one. After he survived the death on the cross, after he survived the crucifixion,
Jesus passed away.
after.
Says, "Ma qataluhu wa ma salabuhu."
Okay, we are coming to this in a minute, but let me just finish with the brother here because I don't want to deviate. Okay, no problem. Jazakumullah. Okay, please. I'm just saying that in the Arabic language, we need, if we don't understand one word, we can go back to the dictionary, or we can go back to the Arabs, what the Arabs said, something similar, because when they saw the Quran or heard the Quran, they said it's something like even beyond their imagination. Sorry. Yeah, please.
All right, well, that's fine. I hear what you said, and I'm not here. You said this, I said it was going on forever and ever. I hear what you said, but from my perspective, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the teacher of the Quran. He trained, educated a tremendous, unique generation of people who established the truth. And Allah knows best. You might be right. You know better than me. But as far as I am concerned,
All respect to you.
yes, Khalat has no specific meaning to someone died or death. As I said before, there are three different Arabic words and multiple Arabic words used for death. I've explained that before, and I just thank you for the time. And
Jazakumullah. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
The thing is, unlike the brother here who was saying it's waste of time talking to an Ahmadi, it's not waste of time because the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Ikhtilafu ummati rahma." Even if you disagree with me, it should not be a disaster. In fact, he said rahma, not la'na, not a curse, said rahma. So I really appreciate you. Even if you
May
did,
Allah guide all of us.
I mean,
May Allah bless
I really
all of us.
appreciate
May Allah
you
forgive all of us.
genuinely,
And Allah give
because
victory
you know,
to the sincere.
absolutely, and because why? Because you have open mind and open heart as well.
Yeah.
Unlike the guys here, they start telling you shouting kafir or disbeliever. I mean, one quick one. If is it part of the faith to believe Isa passed away? No, it's not. أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله, right? والقضاء والقدر خيره وشره, right? Okay, it doesn't say and you have to believe Isa is dead. That means if you don't believe in this, yeah, it is a big issue, by the way. However, it's not to an extent you become a kafir just because saying Isa passed away. Not everyone believe Hadrat Ibrahim was thrown in the fire. Yes, they do. Did he die in the fire? No, Allah saved him. The same happens with Hadrat Isa. They tried to kill him on the cross. Why? For a very simple reason, to prove he's a liar. We said yes, they put him on the cross. However, according to Quran, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُم. They thought they succeeded in killing him on the cross, but they failed, and he survived. And thus, like Ibrahim came out of the fire and did not die in the fire, similarly Isa alayhi salam was descended alive and he did not die on the cross, and he continued his journey searching for the lost sheep of Israelites.
Allah knows who are sincere,
Absolutely.
who are truthful. He knows who are honest. And Allah will always give victory and His aid to the believers who are sincere and who are truthful. And He will show us the truth. He will guide our hearts. And on Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will rectify the hearts of the believers before we go Jannah. So, brother, if you are right, may Allah make it easy for you. May Allah guide me. May Allah guide you. I pray for your guidance and my guidance.
100%.
You know?
Jazakumullah. Akhil Kareem. So thank you so much. Jazakumullah.